So tell me what's going on here today.
Well, today we have a celebration of Dia de los Muertos. So it's the Carpinteria Library in conjunction with the Carpinteria Art Center. And we have a lot of different supporters and sponsors as well. So today we're having art activities for the children and their families. We also have...
What are they doing?
Well, right here we have the skull decorating, sugar skull decorating. And then we have on these other two tables, we have tissue flower making. We have papel picado. On the last two tables we have face wands that are being made for the children that want to march in the parade from here to the Carpinteria Art Center. And then we also have a face painter. So all that we have going on right now. We also have here artwork. This is from Main School, the parent group. They also had a Dia de los Muertos event last week, and this was some of the artwork that they wanted to show here at the library. And then over here we have family altar, which is my family.
What's the name of your family?
Zaragoza Garcia from Carpinteria. So my grandparents, her children, who've all passed away. So I just have some little things that they liked or they appreciated. All the different siblings, my aunts and uncles. And then here also we have these huge puppets that were made from Carmen from the Main School also. These two belong to her. She's made those in the past and lent them to us for this event.
Can you turn around? Thank you.
Up here on the wall we have Mass, Calavera Mass, that after school program here at the library, decorated and made for the Dia de los Muertos celebration. And then on this table over here, we have some of our literature here from the books here at the Carpinteria Library about Dia de los Muertos. And we also have some other masks that were adorned by Mr. Sportal's class, which is a class at the Catalina School, special needs children. So these are the masks that we sent over to their program so that they could decorate and be a part of this event as well. Last year they also did some other artwork for us. So this is their artwork on display. And then last but not least, we have over here goodies. We have desserts here donated by Robatize. And then we have chips and salsa donated by Cabos, and bread, Day of the Dead bread, by one of the bakeries in town. So today we're just celebrating our loved ones, we're honoring them, and this event is on till 4:30, and then at 4:30 there will be a procession outside with drums and dancers to the Carpinteria Art Center. At the Carpinteria Art Center, there is a lot of different altar displays from the community, and we will have appetizers over there and a party and some music and so forth that Lisa Thomas is in charge of, and Carlos Cuellar, who's been the artist in resident doing a lot of the artwork that's over there displayed, as well as we have a mural outside in front of his artwork.
A mural out in front.
Correct, Carlos Cuellar, and a lot of his artwork as well is on display over there at the Art Center. And the altars that the community and school groups, organizations have made.
Okay, well, very good. And what normally goes on in the after-school program?
The after-school program here at the Carpinteria Library is every day after school. We try to follow their schedule with the school district. If they're on minimum day at 12:30, we're here at 12:30. During winter break, during the summer, we're here all year round to service the children of Carpinteria. They're doing homework, and that is our focus, homework, and also reading.
Also what?
Reading. So they have access here to the books right here. In most of their classes, they're required to do reading, 20 minutes of reading every day. And they're also now required to do a lot of their homework on the computer, which is the Dreambox Lisa, Dreambox Catalina. So we have had a lot more kids coming in solely for their homework on the computer, because that's what a lot of the homework is being done now, on the computers. They do have some paperwork that they have to do as well, but they have also work on the computers that needs to be done. So So the main focus is our homework, but I like to incorporate some artwork as well. We do celebrations where there's something, a holiday that's coming up. And so, as I said, the mask that we have on the wall is part of the artwork that we did for Dia de los Muertos. The puppets that were made were here done as well as workshops with Lisa and Carlos as part of this whole big event that we're doing for the whole community.
Well, thank you. Again, you are?
Suzanne Requejo, Program Director for the Carpinteria Library After School Program.
Thanks, Suzanne. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
So is this fun?
Oh, that was beautiful.
Chiquita, banana, chiquita.
It is nice. So we need more frosting instead.
Oh my.
You should be in here. Oh, all right. Today we are having a parade to celebrate Dia de los Muertos, and we are going from the library in Carpinteria to the Arts Center. And we have this, and we have some calaveras and some participants and some drummers, and once we get there we're gonna view all the altars and listen to music and honor all our loved ones who've passed on.
Now, are you doing this? Who's doing this?
There's a lot of us doing it. I kind of had a vision to do a month-long arts outreach, which we did. We created murals at the high school, and I did an altars project, which is an outreach to all the schools. And they built the giant calaveras here at the library, and we're kind of culminating after a month of outreach today at the Arts Center, beginning here with arts and crafts, all kinds of really cool stuff going on in there, like sugar skull creations and lots of cultural arts. And then we got the parade. We're just going to march on over and hang out at the Arts Center for the rest of the day.
You're an artist?
I am an artist, yes.
And why do you support the Day of the Dead artists?
I think it's a culture that more people should know about. It's a cultural tradition, I should say, because it honors the dead and it brings them close to us once a year or more, but this is the actual day in the tradition, and I think that's a really valuable thing to do, and it brings actually everyone together.
In a positive way to talk about dead people.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, thanks, Lisa. Keep up the good work.
Thanks. I gotta get back.
So what are you up to today?
We're working on the first car for the event. This is the calavera from Mexico, riding the rattlesnake.
Okay, I'll take a good shot of it. Tell me, what are you up to today?
I'm here to join in the madness on the Day of the Dead. Just to crawl up the road and drum some drums and paint some skulls and remember the dead.
And what are you up to?
Celebrating and honoring the Day of the Dead, and wonderful head made by Lisa Thomas, I believe, right, Lisa?
Yes.
Yeah, it was
One of these?
it was a group effort. The kids here at the library paper mached it, and I shaped it. So
Nice. Okay, wonderful. I'll get back to you, Lisa. And what are you up to today?
I'm here to honor the dead.
Me too. And you?
I'm here for the parade.
Okay. And will the parade be in a moment?
I hope so. Not too long from now.
So tell me what's going on today. If you don't mind, you'd rather not have your hand up.
Okay.
What's going? What's going on today?
gonna be a nightmare.
All right, let's who's gonna
I could. Hey, I love saying hi to the camera.
No, I didn't feel like being.
I guess this is the first annual.
First annual, I guess. Oh, look at the marigolds over there.
be best if you cross this crosswalk. Cross this one here if you would.
Ladybug boots. We were shooting.
tiny plastic wheels. There was no bouncing. The wheels are going to break anyway. Like the camera in your face?
Sorry. I was hoping they would do the dancing once we got here. Like,
Yeah. Hi, Larry. I guess they had to get to this. It's kind of about the pool when they have it. I figured that.
What did you say?
I said, Larry, don't you love this man? Look, and his feet are beer cans, and the red heart up there. I love the whole thing.
Yeah, old face. Is this yours?
Oh, this one's blue. They can get it. There's no more. I got the last one. See, I'm
Almost who we are, pages and pages of listings of events. If you click on an event, we're making skeletons with macaroni. We're doing coloring sheets as well as making macaroni necklaces. Okay. And we're telling people all about Macaroni Kid. Cool.
I say that's really sick.
I'm Ricardo Morrison, and I'm here in Carpinteria, and it's great. One of the other things I do is I'm the artistic director for the Summer Solstice Parade in Santa Barbara. So, and I've been a colleague and friends with Lisa here who organized this, and so I was really glad to be on a grassroots kind of just developing crawl down the sidewalk event.
What did you think about this event?
I thought it was a great beginning. Really, beginnings need to start somewhere.
Is this the first time?
Is this the first time, Lisa? Yes. This is the first time for me, of course. And so the Summer Solstice Parade started in a similar way, just a group of artists going down the street. So I think that especially the Day of the Dead and Carpinteria, it's really a nice venue, and I think it should expand and help support more of the arts. It's really great to see all of the altars and things that people have made for people who have died, and it's a really nice mixture of celebration and remembrance of those people who passed. All right.
And how long would you do this separate?
Okay.
Would you like to tell me the story behind your being the director of the Solstice?
Okay, here's the quick story of my being behind as the artistic director for Summer Solstice. Okay. Okay, good. Ready?
Go ahead.
All right. So, over 10 years ago, actually in 2001, I was passing through Santa Barbara as an independent contractor, as an artist, and they hired me as a workshop assistant in the Summer Solstice Parade to help people build things. That's evolved so that now for the past 10 years I've been the artistic director, directing, kind of guiding a little bit, trying to make a space for free expression to occur, leaving as much open to so people can come in and create their own images and events, and then we show them in the parade. We have a 2-month-long workshop in May and June, leading up to the parade, and it's a really great, still is a really great event, and it's possible for anyone to get in it, which is what I like, is the accessibility of our art event.
What's the contact info?
Contact info is look for the Summer Solstice Celebration website. The Summer Solstice next year in 2015 will be, I believe it's on June 20th. There's a phone number in town you can call, 965-3396 805, 965-3396, and that has the dates and anything else. And normally our workshop is at the corner of Garden and Ortega in Santa Barbara, California, and that starts to be open in May.
And your name again is?
My name is Ricardo Morrison.
How do you spell your last name?
M-O-R-R-I-S-O-N, like Jim.
And what's your email address?
My email is ricomoves, RICCOMOVES at AOL.com.
Okay, so I'll send you a link to this.
Great, beautiful.
So this is not for public use, but just to remind me, Al says carpentry is about people helping people.
Right, because there's, you know, it's a small town. There's not a lot of services. You don't have the same amount of services as a big town, but people come and volunteer and help each other out, giving rides to the doctor. You know, we've got help. We've got all these service organizations that help take care of people. Yeah, and I mean, I forgot what I already said, you know, because it only happens one time.
And Al says he also likes gathering images and history. And Al's a big shot.
No,
almost equal to the Larry Nimmer, the biggest guy in my own head. But your point was total.
I forgot.
And yet
You expect me to remember a second and a half later what I said?
human interest and getting a cross section of people, not just all the conservative chamber folks.
Yeah.
And bartender, pour me one.
Well, it's as it should be. Half of our community is Latino, so I don't think it's any great surprise. But what brings them in is the involvement of their children. Many of the displays here were done by kids who participate in local organizations like Girls Inc. and the library, our after-school program. And they have a predominance of children involved in those programs are of Hispanic families, Latino families. And so if your kids produce something and are involved in something, it brings the parents and relatives to come out and see it.
Yeah, so I'm happily surprised how many Latinos are here. Do you think it's for that reason?
Yes, I'm sure it is. Like the woman I was just speaking to, she said that her son was involved in setting up the altars here, and that's why she's here, because she was involved.
And how much do you love me? As high as the sky?
Higher tthan the sky and beyond the end of the world.
Our minds need to be free. Our minds need to be free. Ooh. Our minds need to be free. I can feel it. Need to be free. Our minds need to be free. Need to be free. Can feel it. Need to be free. It's meant to shake that groove thing. Carpinteria. Oh yeah. That day and darkest night, when I lost my love and she's gone. I lost my love and she's gone. There were some dark days and darkest nights, when I lost my love and she's gone. I lost my love and she's gone. Somewhere between body and mind, she was truly fine. Had to leave her, had to let her go. Dark clouds, dark skies, darkness, ain't no sunshine, baby. Dark clouds, dark skies, darkness, ain't no sunshine, baby. Dark clouds, dark skies, darkness, ain't no sunshine, baby. Dark clouds, dark skies, darkness. Feel free to make some noise. Give it up for the kids. We would love all the kids to keep dancing up here, man. It's so much fun, you know?
This next one's called America Today. Oh, okay. Is it getting hot in here or is it just me? It might just be me. I don't think so though. I think we got some hot souls in the house. Why don't we all just take a second right here? I'll keep on talking, but just to give thanks for the ancestors that have come before us. Each and every one of our family bloodlines has been great and greater and greatest. If there is such thing as a greatest, I believe that we're all on our specific, particular journey to serve and be the best that we can be. But those great ancestors that have provided the higher consciousness, the love, the blessings to help us evolve. So this one goes out to them. Maybe take a special moment right here for yourselves when you think about your family and the great love. Because the love exists in each and every one of us. I see it every day in myself and all those around me. Jump out the beginning.
We're the last band every year at the Summer Solstice Parade. We're that big, huge kirtan of drummers. I'm grabbing some of these kids this year. I am grabbing some of these kids because they're so great. Oh my God, they're feeling it so hard. I need some fresh blood.
Now, what were you saying? Is we need a little color, not all white guys, or something?
Oh no! That was no. I'm not going to sing that on camera. It's kind of offensive. It's not offensive to me. You go ahead and record it, okay? You know what? Earlier tonight, there was a bunch of kids playing, and one kid in a red shirt kept trying to like get them all in sync, and they were all over the place. And he like leaned in and yelled at all the kids. He's a kid, he's 8 years old. He leaned in and yelled, "You guys sound like a bunch of white guys." And I just fell off the
What did he say?
"You guys sound like a bunch of white guys." And I thought that was like the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. I swear to God.
All right.
I wanted to just capture every one of these kids and bring them to the solstice next year. Okay.
Now, what's your name?
Gregory Beeman. Gregory Beeman. Yes. All right. You're funny. Come on.
I live in 5 days, I live in mine. You got so bad. Meditate this mind. Visualize inside. Freedom is calling on you. Don't be stalling on you. Freedom is calling on you. Don't be stalling. Look inside. Yeah,
So what did you say? Today we're celebrating what?
The Day of los Muertos. Is the death, ¿verdad? The dead.
So and what is your name?
I'm Julia Zaragoza.
And tell me, have you lived in Old Town all your life?
No, I was born in Kramer Track. And then when the freeway went by, we moved to Old Town. So I've always lived in Old Town.
And what was Old Town like?
Well, we just a couple of houses there, little houses. Then, got bigger. It used to be, that trucking used to take the lemons up Santa Monica Road. That's where I live, Santa Monica Road. Yeah, it was a lot of traffic with the big trucks, killing, taking the demons. But I like it. It's really peaceful there.
What do you remember about it?
That we were neighbors in Kramer.
Oh yeah.
For years and years. We practically grew up together since we were little. Then we were little, and her mother had some puppies that were born, and she gave me one of her dogs, which I didn't bring the picture with me. But we're oldies. We're antiques of Carpinteria residents. I was born here.
Yeah, we were all born here.
You were born here.
We were all born here.
There's not too many of us left. And
the older seniors, we're dying.
Yeah.
We're dying. Yeah, like my brother said, he said, we're on our way out, sister. I said, I know, we're on our way out. I'm 81 and he died at 85. So, and there's only my brother and me left out of a family of 7. There's only 2 left. So like everybody older.
What was the name of all the family members?
We were Garcias and Zaragozas. And then Peñas and Morales.
And what were the different first names?
Different first names? It was like Ophelia Morales, the teacher, Joe Zaragoza from the probation department, and then the Morales, okay, she has a daughter that's a nurse, and her grandchildren, they're all graduated from universities. Mrs. Morales' kids and Mr. Zaragoza's kids, they all have PhDs. His daughters, they all went to Bishop Diego, but we went here to Carpinteria. But we did really good, huh?
Yeah, we sure did. We sure did.
Like it says, what is it? Teacher, what is it? Indian chief. We have teachers. There's a saying there. Teachers, algo, Indian chiefs. No sabes? Oh, okay. Well, I say that because we have teachers and we have lawyers. We have a doctor of medicine, and I have an Indian chief because my grandson is from the Shumash Indian. So, and he was the son of a great chief in Montecito. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we have Indian culture too. But I'm from an Aztec Indian. My grandmother was an Aztec Indian. But now they're doing away with that tribe in Mexico. I don't understand why, but they announced the other day they're not going to have no more from that tribe. And so, well, that's where my mother came from, my grandmother. Yeah, we're in the Carpinteria books. We're in the history books. We're at the Museum of Art. We're the children from Kramer Track that went to Alicia School.
Oh, yeah. We're originals.
We're originals and we're in the history book.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But we were all really nice. I don't ever remember anybody complaining about a neighbor. Mm-hmm. Never.
You were born here too, weren't you?
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, we're all born here.
Well, we're really antiques because I think you're a year older than I am, huh?
I'm 81.
And I'm 80.
Okay.
So we're antiques.
Yeah, we are. Like my brother used to say, my brother, that we're on our way out. Well, yeah, that's the truth. How much more can we live, 1 or 2 years?
Yeah.
But we're happy.
Can you describe what your parents were like?
Oh yeah, they came from Mexico.
What were their names?
My father was Encarnacion Zaragoza, and his nickname was Chon, and my mother was Maria Guillerma, and she was from where the Santo Niño de Atocha is in Mexico. And they were really, my mother was a very good mother. They used to get up and roll out tortillas, and we could we used to go pick fruit. We were migrant workers, and she used to get a can and put a hole in it and make a stove out of that, and she would cook. And they used to go the tortillas like they were perfect person. Although they earned a little bit, right? But they all came from haciendas in Mexico, so they're farmers. So everybody would have the vegetable gardens, and my uncle had a cow. And so when there was a depression, we didn't suffer. We had because they would plant. Your dad too now had a vegetable garden. Yeah, we didn't suffer. Mm-hmm. We were never rich, but we were never hungry. We were never starving.
We were happy, very happy.
We were very happy. It used to rain, and the mud used to get in her yard, Dad's yard, and we all used to go in there and get into the mud, full of mud. But our mother never told us nothing, remember? And when I got married and I had kids, I wouldn't let my kids play in the mud.
That's why we call it the good old days. That's why we called them the good old days.
I wouldn't let my kids, but I said, I used to do it. We used to do it, right? We had a lot of fun. Yeah, we're from here. And right now, I live in Old Town. There's a lot of people there in the trailer court, but you know, they're very nice.
What did you do in your free time?
We used to play baseball. We used to go to the beach. We used to go in the summertime to the beach and ride the bikes. And then my brother was in a baseball team, so we used to go with them. All my friends from there, we used to go to watch him in Santa Paula, wherever they played. He's in the phone book too, Sabino Garcia, in the first baseball team. But we were very happy. And then we had a cousin, Eddie Macias. They had a old bus, and he used to take us for rides all over town. And he was our cousin, so we trusted him. He used to take us. We were, close cousins because we all lived there in Cramertown. Yeah, we had it. I was in the leadership class in high school. Yeah, so we did dancing, for Mexican Independence Day. We were really happy. Yeah.
We all knew each other.
And we never complained about it.
And we never closed our doors or our windows.
There used to be a little old man that he couldn't hear, and in Kramer Track on Sundays he would put the radio really loud. You could hear, all over the neighborhood. And I used to that Goyena's right next to him. I said, "And you never reporting?" No, he said, "Well, you can't hear." So we used to listen to them music all day long until he died, poor thing. But he used to play the radio. Nobody complained about it. No, we heard the music all day long. That's fine. Yeah, we were really happy.
It was the barrio. It was the barrio.
We were going in the barrio.
Schools segregated at all?
Oh, yeah. We went to school. We were segregated.
Yeah. I didn't like that. It hurt me. Because I still don't like American people very much because of that. But when we went to high school, they didn't like us when we were little, and then when we were big, we were okay. But every time we were in elementary school and we used to go play a game, baseball or whatever, we always used to beat you guys. We always said, we're going to beat them because they think we're not, and we always beat them. And no matter what it was, we used to beat them. That's how we got back. But it hurt me a little bit. Now I'm glad that everybody's mixed. Because you see, we didn't have any colored people in our town, but one family. And see, I'm not used to having colored people because I didn't grow up with them. And I see that the people in Los Angeles, they like each other, because they went to school together. But to me, it's hard because I never grew up with people like that. But we were very happy. We're still happy. We're still not rich, but we're still happy, huh, Rosie?
Oh, that's for sure. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, what are some of the big news events in your lifetime?
I don't know.
Or floods or anything, or fires?
Well, I used to like the football games when we used to win, in high school.
Carpi, yeah. The Warriors.
Yeah, the Warriors.
You remember World War II, or is that before your time?
No, that was, I remember there was a war, and then I remember they celebrated because they had a big parade. I don't know in Santa Barbara where, but all the troops were coming on. I remember that war was over. But I was still young. It didn't really dawn on me.
Were you aware when the city became incorporated in '65?
That was way later.
What did you think about that?
And so forth.
I don't know, because we were good. Because let me tell you, I'm going to compare it. I went to Las Vegas the first time. It was a little town like Carpinteria. And then when I went 20 years later, what's this? And that's the way Carpinteria was, and it still is. We haven't got too many people. But it's a quiet little town. I like it. But it's hard because we grew up in a town, and then you go into a city like Los Angeles. Hey, I hate it when I go to the doctor. They park, under, and it's 100 degrees hot. Oh, I tell Susie, I can't stand this until we're going to the clinic. I can breathe. And and there's too many cars. And I never thought that our freeway would be like Los Angeles. Have you gone to Santa Barbara at 7 o'clock in the morning, 7:30? Right there in Old Town, where the bridge. Oh man, you can't get across. And then I said, I never thought that Carpinteria would be congested like Los Angeles, but it is. And that's why I don't know why they're taking so long. I wish they would put out the sound walls, because I live right next to the freeway. Mama, man, it's noisy.
Where do you live? Yeah.
I live on Santa Monica Road, Plum Street, in the dead end. It's a dead end street, but I'm right next to it. But my sister lived right next to me in the back. and you would open her kitchen door like that. The freeway was right there. And my sister died in it. But we all had asthma and all that because there's a lot of dirt, in the freeway. My brother had asthma, I have asthma, my daughter had asthma, and Laura has asthma, and Lucy had, we all had asthma because of all the dust from the freeway. But nobody even, worried about it. But I'm still happy. I take my pump.
Take your what?
I take my pump, my puffer, my two pump for my eyes. I know I have to. Yeah, we're very happy, but we are very. We don't argue with all our neighbors.
No, we all used to get along.
Yeah, we never used to.
Tell me, what lessons have you learned in life?
Well, that you can't have everything in this life, and you have to do with what you have, and you have to be happy. I know I had all my kids and I was really happy. I always say you don't have to keep up with the neighbor because they have a yacht. I don't have to go buy a yacht. They have a yacht for their, I don't desire things that, we live on what we can.
There was no rivalry, no jealousy, or nothing like that. We were just contented with living like in Western town.
Yeah.
We all knew each other.
Yeah.
We all knew each other. We got along great and everything.
And then we had that great man at Osuna store. He was great with all the Osuna, Alfonso Osuna. Right there used to be Osuna store, where it's what is it today?
The entrance to Kramer.
Yeah.
The entrance to Kramer. The corner store. It's still there. It's still there.
Mi Fiesta, you know?
Yeah, it used to be Osuna.
Mi Fiesta. So who was there?
Osuna.
Poncho Osuna.
Poncho Osuna from Santa Barbara. He was from Santa Barbara. And he was really nice to all the Mexican people because we didn't have money. We could charge it.
That's true.
That's true. Where else could you go to Safeway and charge? Could you go to Safeway and charge? All right.
No.
But he knew all the Mexican people. He just had to pay him by the month.
What else is different now than it was then?
Well, now we have too many outsiders.
What?
Too many people from outside. I mean, I go to church and I know 1, 2, or 3 people.
Right.
It's just new people. I don't know. I see a lot of people in the news press, from here, and I don't even know who they are. Because it's new people that you don't know.
It's only a handful that are left of us. Only a handful.
I go to church and I have 5, 6 that are from the community. Everybody else came in. So, but we're still happy.
Well, and tell me, your name again is?
Julia Zaragoza Requejo.
How do you spell that? All.
Requejo?
Well, all your name.
JuliaSaragosa REQUEJO.
Okay, well, thank you. And your name again is?
I used to be Rosie Gonzalez, but it's Martinez. I got married and it's Martinez now. You know Lorenzo.
Rosie, R-O-S-I-E? Okay, thank you. Thanks, ladies.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Well, most recently I lost my Uncle Eric, and...
Can you describe him?
Yeah. I'd say he was too sensitive of a soul for this world. Yeah, he was a natural comedian. He had a lot of demons, but he loved life, loved everybody in his family.
Nice. And what was his last name?
Sikora.
How do you spell that?
Sykora.
Okay, very nice. And his first name was?
Eric.
So who are you going to tell me about?
Talk about Marion Trujillo. She was my grandmother. She passed away December 12th. Blanking out on the year. Actually, about 13 years ago. So,
what was she like?
She was a wonderful person. She was like my mother, and she raised me from pretty much the day that I was born, and she could never be replaced.
Nice.
Yeah, she's a loving person, and too bad, unfortunately, she wasn't here to see my 2 kids, my M&Ms, my Mikey and my Michaela, but I know she's watching them from up above, and
are there parts of her in them?
Oh yeah, very much so. I could see it in them. As a matter of fact, sometimes I even see through my mother-in-law what my mother-in-law does for my kids is what I see what my grandmother did for me. So I get emotional sometimes with that. Very touching, very
What did she
close.
like to do?
She used to actually love going to the mall, sitting down, watching people to shop, and she can be there forever. She loved her Junior Mints candy, and her tamales, Mexican tamales. So she enjoyed that. Unfortunately, she didn't make them, but she enjoyed eating them. So she was a wonderful person. There's so many memories that I had with her that are priceless, but I cherish those every day.
Nice. And her name again is?
Marian Trujillo.
How do you spell her last name?
Trujillo, Truijillo.
And your name is?
Mike Desjardins.
How do you spell your last name?
Last name is Desjardins, Desjardins.
Okay, nice story. Thank you. So who can you tell me about?
My great grandfather.
What was his name?
Carmen Arroyo, and he was a role model to me. He was really unique, and I think I have a lot of qualities that he used to have.
Nice. It's cool how they can get passed down.
Yes, yes, definitely.
Like what type of qualities?
I mean, I think we're very alike in our behavior, and a lot of. I used to hear stories of him drinking like me. So I think that's very
nice. Well, what was he like? Describe him.
He was. Well, I mean, I didn't really have that much chance to meet him because he passed away when I was very little. But I do remember certain things about him, like he used to walk in crutches, and he used to live in a room by himself.
In Carp?
Mexico. And
what town in Mexico, do you know?
In Guanajuato, El Mármol. And other than that, he used to, I've heard of a story of him just leaving by himself. He used to go and just travel by himself. No money, no nothing. So it was very, very cool of him to explore other places.
Do you have some of that wanderlust in you?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I like going, trying different things.
Nice.
Yeah.
And anything else you want to say about him?
No, just have him deeply in my mind, and I remember him.
Very nice.
Yeah.
What's his name again?
Carmen Arroyo.
How do you spell that?
Carmen.
Arroyo?
Arroyo.
Arroyo.
Right.
And your name is?
Aaron Cardona.
How do you spell it, Aaron?
Aaron. Cardona.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
So describe a deceased relative.
My description would be the fourth generation of Ralph Brown.
What was Ralph like?
He was great. He was the consummate man. I don't really know how to describe my grandfather, but couldn't ask for anything better.
Very nice. Okay. Thanks, Will.
Thanks a lot.
So where are we? What's going on here?
We're in the multi-purpose room homework center of the Carpinteria Library, and we're preparing for Dia de los Muertos tomorrow, and arts and crafts for children and their families. And then there will be more art displayed, lots of activities going on, and there will be then the crawl from here to the Carp Arts Center on Linden Avenue in the afternoon.